Hi, I'm Gigi, and we're here at Printique with my friend Alessandro from Brooklyn Wedding Fair and Brooklyn Dance Lessons. And we're here to talk a little bit about the fair coming up on April 27th this year. And we want to talk about all the interesting things that Printique is doing with Brooklyn Wedding Fair, what Brooklyn Wedding Fair is doing itself. And first, I want to know a little bit more about Brooklyn Wedding Fair. So how did the fair come to be, and how did Brooklyn Dance Lessons come to be? And just tell me a little bit about why they were founded, a little bit about you.
The dance lessons, of course, it started before the wedding fair. That's an interesting story. It started beginning 2008. Mm-hmm. We just decided to put a website online and see what's happening. So we were a little bit nomadic. Renting some studios to teach some lessons. How that started? So my partner, wife, she's Olia. She's a ballroom dancer. She's a professional ballroom dancer. So 2018, there was a lack in Brooklyn of a dedicated, let's say, social dance studio, a studio that offers you different type of styles where people can come together and dance together. But we are really looking for people looking just something beyond that, like learn how to partner dancing together. Mm-hmm. And there was nothing. So we saw the gap. We saw that's interesting, and let's focus on building a social and wedding dance studio in the area that was not present. And we decided to make it as a boutique dance studio, so just changing a little bit the traditional concept of dance studio. And so this is how we enter in the wedding industry.
I want to talk about you, Alessandro, as a person, as an artist, and I know we've bonded a little bit over our art practices and that you have an art practice yourself. I would love to hear about that. And then also, what is your inspiration behind having a wedding fair? Is it because you love wedding fairs? So tell me a little bit about both of those things.
So first of all, I don't like fairs in general. It's I really don't like to get into, as a vendor and as a attendee. They're always so big, and sometimes you even invest a lot of money and there's nothing coming out of it meaningful. And it's I don't know. It's just these trade shows is a little bit. I don't know. It's not something that I like in general. I don't know if it's. I don't. It's funny you say about artists. I don't consider myself artist. However, my background says otherwise.
Yeah, because you come from branding.
Yes, I come from branding. I'm a brand consultant and everything. However, for first 25 years of my life, everything that I've done was acting, playing music, making videos. That's what.
It's all very creative.
And I want to say it was way before TikTok. So that was really being
a true artist.
a true
artist, true to form.
As a matter of fact, I moved to New York because I went to do a semester on filmmaking at NYU. When I moved to New York, I started founded an art organization, immersive art organization called Contaminate. For 6 years, we did amazing immersive art experiences in the city and beyond. It was truly inspiring. I work with insane artists. Since I don't want to stay away from artists because I don't know if I love them or they love me so much, I down in our dance studio, one of the two dance studios, actually in the Green Boutique, we have a cube that we said, ooh, that's an interesting place for a gallery. And so with two local artists last year, we started the Tiny Dancer Gallery as a speakeasy dance gallery in a dance boutique. And so we are giving a space to South Brooklyn artists to express themselves and showcase. And so it's a lot coming together. And the point is that Brooklyn is a great space to do something like that because people are very receptive, and also that's also why I think an intimate wedding fair works perfectly here because of that. This Brooklyn people want intimate, high quality thing, and it's
just customized.
Customized, exactly. I like that, and that's why I was so happy when I discovered that Printique is actually here in the neighborhood. Because
right here.
It's exactly the same approach that I have for any business that I'm doing.
So, Brooklyn Wedding Fair has been part of Printique. Printique has sponsored and helped sponsor Brooklyn Wedding Fair for almost 2 years now, and we've loved being a part of it. But we actually don't know a lot of the other vendors that are part of Brooklyn Wedding Fair. So, can you name maybe some of the vendors that are going to be there, what we can expect, and things of that nature?
Awesome. So first of all, I have to say that it's for us it's such a privilege to have Printic in such an important capacity, and I have to say that with you guys and Studio Pilates that is a couple of blocks down from here, and Red Oysters, you've been supporting us from day one, and I don't think we could have on our own without other brands coming together and helping us in this. We would not have the courage to actually do it. Mm-hmm. So what to expect this year? Different from last year. This year we tried to approach as 2 dates already right away. As I mentioned already before, it's an intimate setting, so people expect a completely different experience. You might not see large table with neon lights to try to attract people. They're all there. So you can talk to all of them. Yeah. There are not many. We have 25 great vendors in different aspects of the wedding planning. We have in our lineup, they are amazing. So of course there is you guys, and there is Brooklyn's Lessons, of course, and there is the Green Boutique that is hosting us. That also is a great place to do intimate wedding. But couples can meet officiants, can meet floral designers, can meet planners. They can get oysters that day, because Red Oyster is giving away oysters. So if you want to get oysters, it's a great way to come. And also Yard Sale Cafe, that is the cafe down the street.
Yes, we love Yard Sale.
They are also sponsoring us. We have there is an interesting vendor. This is Revolazza that is coming from last year also. She does very interesting handcrafted garters. Ooh. She's super cool. She's a designer. She does, and then we have jewelry designer, favor designers. We have couple therapists. We have photographers, of course. We have live illustrator. We have a photo booth. We have travel agencies, and even life insurance specialists. So you can have wedding for scale. So people basically can come at any stage of their wedding. And
so it's not really just for people getting married. It could be for engagement. It could be for after marriage.
Of course. If you need to organize an interesting event, life event, it's a great place to come because we have lots of vendors. And also it's also useful to have it for if you are starting planning and you really don't know where to start, that is a good way to start, because you can talk with professionals and so you start having an idea what to do. And also what to expect this year that is very important is that we have a massive giveaway, Green Boutique, with a chic officiant and Wondermore photography, all, by the way, Park Slope-based vendors. They're offering a lucky couple a free elopement with a full photo coverage at the Green Boutique, value $3,000. So on the 27th, that is also my mother's birthday, we're gonna April 27th, we're gonna live, hopefully, pick the lucky ones. If you're there, you can pick if you want.
Ooh, okay, and I will be there. So
the lucky ones, and they're gonna get a full allotment for them, fully paid. So it's gonna be so much.
That's
fun.
So beautiful and cute. So we're here in Brooklyn now, and as for the Brooklyn Wedding Fair coming up, why did you choose Brooklyn to have, I know it's called the Brooklyn Wedding Fair, but I'm sure when you were figuring out where it was going to be located, you were thinking about some different spots. So why Brooklyn? And also with the Brooklyn Wedding Fair, how do you see this expanding in the future?
So let's start from why Brooklyn in general. We mentioned before, it's because it's Brooklyn. In a way, I don't want to say it in a snobby way, actually, because it's not. It's just is the way people from Brooklyn think and expect, and it's very matches the way that I see things as well. And we have a business in Brooklyn, and we already set up with a specific. We know the business, but we also set up with a specific mindset and mission and philosophy, and trying to prioritize quality over quantity, and that's why we thought that not only is a Brooklyn way, but also it's something that Brooklyn people would appreciate more. And also whoever comes to Brooklyn expects that. So Brooklyn is, I don't think something like that would actually fit in somewhere else for the way that it is. Outside is really, as I mentioned before, it is expecting different type of fairs, different type of expos. So in Brooklyn you're expecting something more intimate, something like that. I love gifts. Ooh, oh, it's actually a full, ooh, a metal. That's, ooh. Wow. That's beautiful. Thank you, guys. Wow, that's really gorgeous, guys.